a blatant breach of international law, a real Zeitenwende, a true turn of times, and we must face this new reality with determination and resolve. It's important, I think, to understand that the Ukrainians are not only fighting for their own country, they are fighting for us all. And this is why we have gathered here today to express our solidarity with our Ukrainian friends. Russia's plan to overrun the country in just a couple of days has failed miserably, but there's no end of this dreadful war in sight. Every day Ukrainians give their lives to defend also our freedom. This truly deserves our greatest respect and deep gratitude. I said it at the beginning, that today we mark the anniversary of Putin's brutal war of aggression against Ukraine and its people. But what makes my heart feel with joy and confidence today,
because it wanted to decide about its future by itself and an independent and sovereign country without a dictate from Moscow. As a victim of aggression, and according to the UN Charter, Ukraine has the inherent right to defend itself and fend off Russia's attempt to grab and violently annex part of its territory, all while committing war crimes. The EU has been supporting Ukraine in its defense from day one, and we will continue doing so through military, humanitarian and economic support, which now has reached 67 billion euro, more than 12 in military assistance, 17 in humanitarian aid, and 38 in socio-economic aid. In parallel, the EU and its international partners have been applying sanctions not against the Russian people, but against Russia's ability to wage war of aggression against Ukraine. And despite Russia's attempt to spread disinformation,
we strongly condemn the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, which openly unveils Putin's intentions to wear away the freedom, independence, and the democratic orientation of Ukraine, and its basic right to exist as a country. On this day, it is more important than ever to understand and realize the interdependency that this has. Events in Ukraine have spiral effects throughout the region and the world. This is not just a war against Ukraine. It is an attack on the values of the democratic world. That is why we stand with Ukraine and its people in the struggle for freedom, peace, and the right to exist. And we are committed to work closely with our partners to play a role in defending these basic values. In this spirit, we have immediately aligned with the US in EU sanctions in support of Ukraine, demonstrating once again our commitment to being part of the free and democratic world. We've also allocated funds to assist those in need, and we have temporarily lifted visa regime for Ukrainian citizens and welcome them as a refugee.